Because the 2024 flag bearer, John Mahama, has taken on NPP's flag bearer and Vice President Dr. Bawumia for organizing what he calls a substandard media engagement and peddling falsehood at the same event, addressing residents of Ada during his tour of the area as part of the first day of the Greater Accra Regional Tour. John Mahama mocked the NPP for a failed attempt to sway media attention from the NDC's manifesto launch.
You see, when you do something with, and you know how to tell when somebody is lying. If there are people who are smooth talkers, who can speak rat-tat-tat-tat-tat like machine gun, the time when they become stammerers and they start stammering, you know they are lying. Our opponents announced that they were going to do a media encounter on the 25th of August, the very next day. You know, the intention for doing that media encounter the next day after we had announced our manifesto was to turn the attentions of Ghanaians from the NDC manifesto. That was the main reason that they decided to do a media encounter the very next day after we launched our manifesto. But you see, when you do something with devious intention, it backfires on you. When you do something with devious intention, it backfires on you. You know how to tell when somebody is lying. If there are people who are smooth talkers, who can speak rat-tat-tat-tat-tat like machine gun, the time when they become stammerers and they start stammering, you know they are lying. Somebody who can speak ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta like AK-47. Suddenly media encounter, I think, the person started stammering and you can't tell the head or tail. The fundamentals are weak, and then it went logoligi. And so you must do things with truthful intention. And the basic principle of leadership is truth and honesty. If you want to be a good leader, you must be truthful and honest to your people. And so NDC would always speak the truth.
That's the 2024 flag bearer of the NDC, John Mahama, speaking to party supporters and residents of Ada on his day one of Greater Accra Regional Tour. Pearl Cindy Olenu, my colleague, is with the team. She joins me on the line. Pearl, so give us what the NDC flag bearer has been up to today.
Valentina, we are currently in Ashaman. From Ada, we went to Sege, where he met the chiefs and the people of Sege, and also endorsed the parliamentary candidates there. And then, whilst addressing the people, he made mention of accountability in his government when he wins power come December 7th and also gets into the Plaster House in January 2025. He said anyone who decides to work in his government must be accountable, and that when he left office as a former president, he stayed in the country and he was accountable for everything that he has done, and he was investigated and he came clean. So therefore, he's urging the NPP as well that when they leave power in 2025, no one should leave the country. They should stay in the country and be accountable for everything they have done over the past 8 years.
If people decide to serve in public office, they must accept to be accountable to the people of Ghana. And so if we elect you to go and serve us in a public office, after you finish service, you must be ready to account for everything that you did in office. Finished as president, I stayed here in this country and I announced that I am prepared to be accountable to the people. I should be investigated for anything that I have done while in office. And I stayed here and I have been accountable to the people. I hope that those who are going out of office, the MPP government, when they go out, they should stay in the country. Nobody should run away. They should stay in the country and account to the people of Ghana. And as I've said, if you agree to serve in the government of JM come 2025, you must agree to be accountable to the people. If you do anything that this government has done, the same mistakes they did, we will hold you to accountable.
Well, so that's John Mahama. You said you are at Ashaman. He spoke
Yes.
at Ada. Where else has he been to today?
So we started from Ada, then we went to Sege, where the chiefs and the people petitioned him over the Tongo salt mine. But unfortunately, because of time, they couldn't read their petition, but they presented the petition to John Dramani Mahama, and he assured them that when he assumes office in January 2025, he will go through that petition and also help them with the help of their parliamentary candidates when they vote for him. And currently we are in a Ashaman where he's meeting with the traditional leaders to have a private discussion. So from there, then he comes to where we currently are. That is the mini rally here at the Me and We Park in Ashaman.
And I'm sure that will be the wrap up for today, right?
No, there is another program at Laboni.
Okay.
Yes, which is the Gadangbe caucus meeting from about Omowo, where I think he has been invited. So that will be the last venue for today's tour.
And what happens tomorrow? Do we have an idea?
Not officially yet, but we are hearing there's going to be another tour that is going to look at the Gawest, that is the Swotwo Manya area, for the day 2 of the Greater Accra Regional campaign.
Grateful for updates, my colleague Pearl Cindy Olenu. Now, still on the NDC, the party earlier today requested an emergency meeting with the Electoral Commission to discuss what they call significant discrepancies in the provisional voter register that has been submitted to the political parties or the NDC, and the one being currently exhibited by the EC, which is barely 30 minutes to the end, because the EC started last week Tuesday the nationwide voter exhibition exercise for Ghanaians to go and check their names on the register, the correct spelling, the polling station you would be voting for, and other details for correction. Now, the NDC says that they have acknowledged or seen a lot of discrepancies. In a letter signed by the General Secretary of the party, Fifi Fiavikwete, the party noted that it has observed discrepancies, including mismatches and inaccuracies in voter details. Hence the reason for that urgent meeting with the Electoral Commission officials to provide further insight. Let's speak to a Deputy Director of Elections for the NDC, Alhaji Mahdi Jibril. He joins us on the line. Good evening to you, Alhaji. Very grateful for your time tonight on 505.
Thank you.
Okay, so you wrote this letter earlier. Have you received any response from the Electoral Commission?
We have not received any response yet. Although the soft copy letter will receive a response of receipt.
Okay.
Yes, that I can confirm. But from the office, we have not received any response yet.
This urgent meeting you're calling for, is it between the EC and the NDC alone, or you're looking at a general IPAC meeting?
I think that the register was given to all political parties as claimed by the Electoral Commission. And NDC have found issues with the register. We have found the issues with the register, and nobody is saying anything. Perhaps they have gotten a genuine and a good register. So they are not saying anything. So we want to present our issues to the Electoral Commission. So if the Electoral Commission deems it that, okay, let me bring everybody in to listen to us, fine. But I think that we found the problem. That's why we are writing to the Electoral Commission to meet them, to discuss the issues. Because even before we meet them, we have already sent them issues already that they have resolved. We have sent them, because this is the first time. Maybe somebody will say, have you done your work well? There are those that we have sent to them, they have acted on it. That shows us that there are issues with the system, and we need to have discussions. So we can't continue doing piecemeal with the issues.
So what are these issues the NDC have found with the register, provisional voter register?
Okay. Now, if you take the register as it is now, some polling stations number on the register is more than what the EC themselves has for the one that they are printed on the 4th.
So what the NDC has the numbers at the certain polling centers are more than what the EC is exhibiting right now.
Registered, yes.
Okay.
2, we have an issue where people have not applied for transfer, but their name has been transferred from one polling station, one constituency to another constituency, which they have not applied for it.
How did we determine that?
No, we have executive, we have a system because they gave us a soft copy. We have a register that the transfer that was done, the previous transfer. We have the list. So based on the list, we did our check. You remember that's the reason why the NDC was calling for us to get the register earlier, so that we to save even the Electoral Commission these issues. As we speak, some of the issues that because they are not taking their time to listen, they are trying to resolve some. So what they are doing now, which has never happened in our exhibition before, after EC has printed register to the polling station, they are now sending a soft copy of the same register to their officers on the field. So when you come and check on the folder, if it's a problem, then you have to open the soft copy before you can check. You then check. This is how Electoral Commission is handling our exhibition. This is how Electoral Commission, and there are areas that the networks are not there. In fact, some of the officers are even taking the soft copy register at their property.
How?
Yes, because when you ask them, they'll tell you that no, this one they send to them privately, so they cannot open it for you.
Okay, so
again, there are transfers that's also on the list. When you give the list only shows you what transfer you did. There are transfers to a polling station over 1,200 to one polling station.
Over 1,200 transfers to one polling
station,
and not a constituency.
Not a constituency.
Okay.
And these are the register that the Electoral Commission has given to us. And even apart from what we are seeing, which we believe that it is somebody deliberately doing that at the Electoral Commission. So for us, we now feel that Electoral Commission, the office now, is a crime scene now. For us, we feel that Electoral Commission now must be classified as a crime scene.
What crime is going on there?
How can you transfer somebody when he didn't apply for transfer? You know, when we raise such issues, our opponents, because it benefits them, because that is what they are depending on to rig the elections, they will not say anything. Remember, we spoke about this DVD that has gotten missing, Electoral Commission. They came out and told us that nothing has gotten missing. Now, there's no market, no shopping that sells DVD for elections. But we caught somebody who has a DVD in Sawam. In fact, in Sawam, not just in Sawam, in the majority chief whip constituency, who said that they will find every means to rig this election, to win the election in 2024. In Northern region, we have arrested somebody who has went to the police station today, accepted that yes, he confirmed that he has transferred people without even the people applying for it.
And this somebody that was arrested in the Northern region today, is he an EC officer or he's just an ordinary Ghanaian who was
an MPP person?
Say again.
He's an MPP person.
He's an MPP person, and he had access to the register to be able to transfer people's votes.
MPP, and that's what the MPP is doing. And that is why Bawumia, they can even be lying about still believe that they can win the election 2024. And that is also the reason why all of us will know that the reason why EC was not giving NDC register in time, thinking that when they give us at a later time, we cannot access the register.
So these are, a lot of it. But you said again that somebody at the EC is deliberately doing these transfers. What will be in for that person who is deliberately transferring people's votes?
To rig elections for our opponents.
The exercise is ending in less than, let's say, 30 minutes. The EC has not responded yet. What is the NDC going to do to ensure that
it is
EC
not the
sits
exercise
down?
we are talking about. We are not talking about the exercise. We are talking about the register that is given to us.
Yes.
In fact, before EC gave us this register, they assure us that we will not see one error in the register. In fact, when they delayed to give us the register, one of the reasons they told us is that because they don't want NDC to raise any issue, that's why they delayed to get it right to give it to us.
Mm.
And if you remember, when Bosman was holding his press conference, that's what he's trying to say now. After all, we have given NDC their register at last minute. But the day they gave us the register, which was Monday, by 10 hours after that one, we were able to detect error in that one. As we speak, there are people who have checked with the short code of the CC short code that we are paying for 50 pesos. You check, you find your name on the system. But you go to the center to check your name on the register, your name is not there.
How is that possible that your name, you can check your name digitally and yet is not in the document?
But we indicated this to them about 3 months ago, that when they did the last exercise, that 2023, this thing happened. This thing happened because they are trying to, somebody is in electoral commission trying to tamper with the data. And when you're going to tamper with the data, that is robust. If you ask the claim, these are issues that you'll find. In fact, I am even worried the more that the Mensa told us that the system that Charlotte Osei was using was absolute. So she's bringing a robust system in this country. This is what we pay $20 million for.
Okay. So you are worried that a robust system is giving you these inaccuracies or discrepancies?
The system may be robust, but the people there have a criminal mind.
How do we resolve this issue?
Once we have written to them, it's two options. Either they will not respond to that because they want to read, then to confirm that whatever you do will read you. Then we'll know what to do. Or they will respond to us for us to resolve their issues.
So,
because since this year, there's nothing that electoral commission have done that will raise issue around it that we didn't get it right. You remember when they were adding numbers to the register, 5,000, reducing numbers. When we told them, finally what they came to tell the whole world is that they are the only people in the world that they use Corel Draw to calculate the figures. You remember?
Yes.
These are the same people. And they have not learned from those issues. And they still think that they can create this problem for us. Just to favor another political.
Alaji, are you there?
I'm here with.
Okay, so now the issues that you've raised, transfers of over 1,200 names to a particular polling station, people whose names have been transferred without even asking for, without their knowledge, and the fact that the list that has been submitted to the political parties or the NDC is more than what is in the register. How do you intend to resolve this when you're meeting with the Electoral Commission?
Oh, it's a stakeholders engagement. We are not, because we want to resolve it well, even to guide them to do the right thing. That's why we wrote to them. I believe when they invite us, I will send the right team the information that we have, and then discuss and then show them where we believe that they got it wrong, so that we can, because our belief is that somebody was trying to tamper with the data.
Okay, so again, there's going to be some reversals, and I'm sure with this you're working with a timeline. What time are you giving the EC to get back to you to resolve these concerns you've raised?
I believe the Electoral Commission themselves will even work around the clock to get this thing done, because we now, at this point, we are now going into the final register. We're now going to the final register. And I believe they will work on around the clock to say that what has happened, that has never happened before, let's work and resolve this issue before we get to that point. As I was saying, I'm saying that the register even the Electoral Commission gave us, usually what you give to political party is what you print to the centers, usually. But the Electoral Commission has a register that officers are having the soft copy, different from what they themselves are printed on the phone. the same electoral commission has two registers. One is on somebody's phone, the other is on the phone. Then the one that they give the political party is also different. So which register did they copy to NDC? And out of which register did they print the document on the phone?
Well, that's the question the Electoral Commission would have to answer. And just like they organized a press conference before the commencement of the voter exhibition exercise last Tuesday, they will definitely organize one after the exercise today, hopefully tomorrow. And we'll get answers to your questions and when they intend to meet you. We're very grateful that you joined us. Alhaji Mahdi Jibril is a Deputy Director of Elections for the NDC.